What's up, gamers? It's Gamin Thunder, and today we're going back to one of your favorite series and one of mine, where we're talking about some of my favorite anime, a little series I like to call Top 5 Favorite Anime. We're going over some more anime here that I enjoy, and I hope you guys like them too. So, let's go! It's been a while since we've done this, so let's go over the rules one more time, how you guys enjoy this. Alright, so how this goes is that I'm going to be talking about 5 of my favorite animes, ascending order from 5 to 1, and at the end, I'm going to be going over the reasons why I enjoy watching them so much. But a little discretion here, guys. If you don't see any anime here that you enjoy watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out our previous top 5 anime videos. See if there's any animes that you might have missed. So, I'll just wait until you guys finished. Y'all caught up? Great! So, let's get into it. Number 5. ReZero. This anime may seem like a dark one, but once you actually watch it, you'll know that it's definitely a thrill of a lifetime. After being summoned to a fantasy-like world, Subaru Natsuki meets up with the half-elf Emilia, as the two go on to all sorts of different quests and different abilities that they learn they have. For one thing, Subaru has the ability to return to a different point in time after his death, ability that he cannot share, called Return by Death. As Subaru uses this ability, he faces off all sorts of enemies, such as the Sin Archbishops, witches cults, and even all sorts of monsters and enemies that he faces off in previous deaths, and able to learn back from his mistakes, and able to come back and to save all the people he cares about, going on all sorts of different quests and missions and able to save everyone, and even if it costs him his life. So Subaru, you definitely deserve some respect. And this series is definitely one I definitely enjoyed watching and enjoyed reading. And so this anime was definitely one of my favorites in 2025. Number 4, Classroom of the Elite. An elite school where students come here expecting to be praised and nurtured and everything. Well, that's not exactly true. But this elite school tests all the students in ways and they never expected, both mentally and physically. One student in particular, Kiyotaka Ayanokoji, really takes the cake, as he hides his abilities of actually being the smartest and most athletic person in the entire class. Class D faces being as the worst class in there, but with a little help from the sidelines, Ayanokoji himself helps out his students and all sorts of his classmates rising up to the ranks, teaming up with all sorts of different classmates from all sorts of different classes, and go ahead and get into some minor fights every now and then. But it's typical school drama, or is it? And as Ayanokoji tries his best to keep his secret away from there, live his normal life as a student in this class, while also having some comrades of his move up to the different classes and being able to move up higher. So this is definitely a series that's actually a good one, and you gotta realize that this series, you gotta watch this, even though it's got something to do with school. It's actually a really thrilling tale. Number 3, Day Life. I'm not big on romance animes, but this one, it definitely caught me by surprise. Disastrous events known as spirit quakes originate from these female-like women with extraordinary powers. This secret caused by the government and keeping hidden from everything, and were these beings called spirits, wielding all sorts of different powers and abilities, such as a swordsman, a woman, a fire spirit, twins, and all sorts of different spirits, big and small. But one certain individual, Shido Itsuka, he has this miraculous power of being able to seal the spirits' powers so they can be able to live normal lives. And how they do, is it fight them? No. Is it talk to them? Well, yes. But the big thing is going on dates with them and having them fall in love with him. I know, it's pretty sappy, but this anime is actually pretty good, with all sorts of extraordinary fights against different spirits, and an anti-hero spirit, and not to mention wizards, and spirit eradicating hunters. This has just become a really thrilling anime that I've enjoyed watching. It actually became one of my most anticipated and most watched videos and anime of last year. Can you believe that? I can. I can't believe they haven't come out with a manga yet. Number 2, Solo Leveling. This anime definitely takes being in a video game in the real world and hunting monsters to the next level. Literally. Sung Jin Woo, known as the worst hunter in the worst rank, the E rank, and gets an ability of becoming an actual player, and is able to level up so many feats, and becoming one of the most formidable hunters in all of Japan. And as he goes on to different dungeons and quests, and going on different raids, monster hunts, and even going onto all sorts of different fights that causes him to undergo all sorts of different paths and transformations, and going through different difficult abilities and even decisions himself, which makes this devastating for him. And not to mention their manga, it actually looks more like a comic book than actually a manga. But I'm not complaining about it. And so, Sung Jin Woo, he's definitely a character to be reckoned with. Because there's no way you want to piss off that guy. Especially, because he's becoming stronger every day. So I definitely say Solo Leveling, I have no feeling that it's going to be Anime of the Year this time. Number 1, Spirit Chronicles. Seirei Genzoke, also known as Spirit Chronicles, is a really thrilling fantasy anime. After getting into a freak accident, Haruto Amagawa goes from his life in Japan to getting his memories transported into a fantasy world in a young boy named Ryo. As Ryo suffers his life in slavery, and after the death of his mother, Ryo understands that he has the memories of a boy from Japan, and uses these memories to create that new confidence and able to finally getting revenge against the one who killed his mother, and uncovering the ability that he has the power to use magic, where he enlists in help in joining the Swordcraft Academy, and finding a village of spirits, and learning the spirit art, and even getting his own bond spirit. And as Ryo goes on to his new alias, Haruto, where he's able to become so much stronger, and able to find out the man who hunted down his mother, which then becomes into something totally amazing. And where Ryo is able to gain so much new powers, new perspectives, new hopes and dreams. And so this is definitely become an anime that you definitely have to watch. Now that you know what my favorite animes are for this video, it's time to go over why I enjoy these so much. As dark it can be, ReZero has really taught us that you can even come back at all sorts of different points in time. Sure, it may not be the power we all want, and we're not lucky to have that ability, but Subaru has actually used it to help a lot of people along his way. So it's very commendable. Even if it's not the way that we expected, it's not the life that we wanted, and this is something we made the most of, and he made the most of his powers able to help the people he cared about, giving them all sorts of different confidence, and even now winning over a few hearts or two. Even if you don't have many friends, but you want to keep yourself in a normal life, but it's okay to keep some of your things a secret, and especially when Ayana Koji is in Classroom the Elite. And sometimes it's not easy yet, and coming out saying that you have all sorts of great abilities, you just want to live a normal life. So I respect that, Ayana Koji. But if you're in an elite classroom with that, it's okay to let some people know that you have some of those abilities. I mean, how else do you get a pretty hot girlfriend? Day-to-day life really shows us that you don't have to actually fight every time. There's always another way of doing everything. And Shiro Itsuka really shows us that he's able to confront different spirits, and actually able to give them a chance at a normal life. So you don't actually have to blast at them with guns or swords or anything. And you can eventually just make them fall in love with you, but you have your own personal harem, and you got their lives and a new start. And they can actually enjoy themselves in a new world and a new environment. Solo leveling really challenges us on the harsh reality of some life, but where people just say that you're not really a big threat, but you gotta show them that you can do something great. And even if you had to get your hands or you play dirty, whenever you had to go on different dungeon crawl quests. And Spirit Chronicles also taught us that when you're inside a different world, you can actually find meaning in helping this. Use this knowledge that you got from another world to be able to befriend all sorts of different spirits. You can use that kindness towards helping others, and even benefiting yourself. I mean, that's how Ryo was able to become so friendly with all sorts of different people. And not to mention, he's got a pretty badass look. Hey GT, there's something I've been wondering. Don't you think Rio's look kind of looks familiar to you? Now you think about it. Nah, it's pretty original to me. And that is 5 more of my top 5 favorite anime. Some really good anime we're discussing that in this video. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching them, or you're about to watch them after watching this. And because trust me, you're not gonna want to miss these series. And because even these videos, they're getting pretty big. And I enjoyed coming back to this series. So maybe next time when we do top 5 favorite anime, we might bring guys some more favorite animes back. Some classics, and maybe some new gen anime. Thank you. So until then, guys, thanks for watching this top 5 favorite anime video. Be sure to check out all the previous top 5 anime videos, and let me know in the comments what are some other anime you think I should try I'm watching, or manga series that you want me to read. And so, until then, guys, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, join my Discord, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you guys later with more anime, and more manga, and more top 5s. And this is Gamin Thunder, signing out.
Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder.